Hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator with realistic economy and realistic diesel prices. I finally added that in. We are back in Salt Lake City because patch 1.44 came out. I did not know that. All my mods on the workshop automatically updated. And then I just spent the last few minutes updating the coast to coast map. Did all that and then logged into the game, then realized, crap, they reset me back to Salt Lake City. So I thought about resetting back to 1.43 to continue where we were. And I'm like, you know what? We were right next to Salt Lake City just about anyways at the end of the last episode. So we're just going to pretend that someone else took our trailer load and finished that delivery to Twin Falls, Idaho. And we're just going to continue on from Salt Lake City and just do it that way. So, yeah, we're in Salt Lake City. Now we're coming on down here to take a load. And it's a big load, and I forgot where I'm actually going with. I think it's Rawlins, Wyoming is where we're going. So let's pull into here. So a lot of changes have come with 1.44. I did not read all the channel log because I did not know it came out. It's been a really busy week for me. So I didn't know it until I actually logged in the game, and I just started updating everything. I know suspension changes. You can raise and lower the suspension. But we're taking a scrapper, 90,000 pound scrapper. Our truck is looking fine. We're getting paid $4.93 per mile, so I like that part of it. Let's go ahead over here. Nope, ship there. There we go. So we're up to $132,000 in the bank account, which is nice. Money's going up. And there is our load right there. I forgot how long of a journey this is. It's kind of a long journey, actually. I probably should double check to see if I can make it in a day, because usually the big loads, yeah, you can't really go as far as you think you can. See if I can, not going back in straight. Didn't quite line up good, but it did attach apparently. Well, it's now attached, but it is now 7 o'clock in the morning because it was quite a drive out here. Okay, so it's only 365 miles. I'm scheduled to get there around 1:30, but I bet you I don't get there by 1:30. Let's see here. How are we getting out of here? So as for doing the race suspension, all that, I'm not sure if I will be doing any of that anytime soon. I wasn't prepared for it. Can I go over those curbs? So I'm not going to really go over what came out with a 1.44. You can check it out on the Steam page or go right to SCS and check it out now. I'm just focusing on getting this load to, where am I going? Riverton. So yeah, so that's where we're going. And I got to go up this windy road to start the day. This ought to be fun. Careful, that might be a little bit, I'm not sure if I can actually go up that little embankment there. A little bit snug getting out of here. Check for traffic either way, don't see nothing coming. Picking all the wrong gears, it looks like. Maybe 6th gear would be the best. And I think I may have just hit that telephone pole coming around the corner. No one saw that. No one saw anything. Let me shift back down to 4th. Alright, let's see if I can get myself squared away here and get going on the road. May have done a little bit of trailer damage. The question is, did it? Did nothing. Did absolutely nothing to it. Telephone pole may be a little bit worse for wear, but not a good start. Yeah, so I logged in and went, oh crap, they reset me to the garage. I forgot completely all about that being a possibility. I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like resetting all my mods, and then halfway through the episode, because we were going to get to Twin Falls today, in theory, So halfway through the episode, I'd have to log out and then update everything, convert everything over. It's like, yeah, all right, let's just start right back from our own garage. It's not like we were out in California or anything like that. We were like pretty much right here. So I'm fine doing it this way. Give me the green light. Thank you. And see any traffic coming. If not, I'm just going to roll right out there and forget the stop sign. All right, we are ready to go, I think. All the way up to Riverton. So like I said, we're actually getting paid pretty good mileage on this. Per mile, I should say. Overall, what are we getting paid? I thought it was more than 2010. Sorry, 2,100. But for a half day's work, that's not too bad. Now, of course, every time there's a new patch, sometime your drivers will reset as well. I'm not sure if that'll be the case. What's the speed limit through here? Ooh, okay, only 50. So we may not make as much money in the next couple of days. We'll see what our drivers are doing at the bottom of the screen. Now, the kind of interesting thing, I was looking at the realistic prices. I'm not going to put a link in the description below just because there are so many options on the Steam Workshop, so you can kind of choose what you please to do. Sorry, just paying attention to crossing traffic there. I didn't realize there could be so many different ones. You know what? I probably will throw the link in the description below to the one that I'm using. From what I saw in the description, he will update it, or he, she, whoever the modder is, seems to update it regularly from what I'm seeing. So the last time they updated it was like April 30th. So that's not too bad. And they updated it by state. And I think they even have it for the coast-to-coast map as well. Because I was seeing some of the pricing. I'm like, oh, they got like even like Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont. All those states up listed as well what the diesel prices are, so they listed them all. I can see some mods, like the Mac Anthem engine that we were using. Apparently that mod is not compatible with 1.4.4 right now. So if you are using that, that could be a little bit of an issue for you. Sorry, I just got to pay a little bit more attention when I go around corners today. I'm going to try to do better the rest of the way, unlike leaving the facility. And there we go. So as for what we're going to be doing with the cash here, I mean, one person did say they would like to see the reefer, and basically only one other person said, well, they think what we should do if we happen to go the garage route is to upgrade our garages rather than buying a new one. I was kind of looking at possibly getting one in like Dallas, but yeah, we'll probably just upgrade maybe the couple of the garages that we do have. But right now, probably maybe get a reefer trailer just to have, because we only bought one, a low boy a while ago. Just checking to see if I want to get through here without going over the curb. Don't want to hit anything else today. But I'll probably wait until we get like up to 160, 170-ish before we look at a reefer trailer. Yeah, I'm going over that curb a little bit. You know, I'm just going to take up both lanes going through here. People are going to have to deal with it. I'll so focus on the corner, I'm like, I am supposed to turn there right after I've already turned. And really, with this load here, where am I going to turn around at? so we're just going. But we're going the right direction, it appears. So we're getting on the I-15 and getting right back off it. Okay. Did feel kind of weird getting back to the garage in Salt Lake City just because we have not touched that garage. I say we, I'm including you guys, like you have a say in it. Well, you kind of do a little bit. But I haven't touched that garage at all since day one, so it's still just a one-truck garage. It looks so tiny. But that's what it is. It's a tiny garage. Well, how many lanes are we getting rid of here? Because I keep having to merge over. Are we all set now? Good to go? Now, this might be the only load that we do today, because we can see the ETA is getting slower and slower, and yeah, we're going to be slower and slower getting there. So I'm just going to focus on getting this load there and see what we do. So I was kind of hoping afterwards, after seeing that 1.4 was released, I was updating like the coast to coast map. I had to make sure that was up to date and make sure that was active, just because I'm not really sure what would happen if I were to take the coast to coast map off the mod list and say my drivers are over on the East Coast. If I were to disable that, do my drivers just like get stuck in limbo? I have no idea. So I was like, yeah, I better make sure it's up to date. But I was starting to wonder, I'm like, okay, 144 is here. Any word about Texas/Montana? And yeah, I'm just seeing videos and photos that SCS have put out. So still no ETA on those. But maybe now that these patches are out, maybe they'll let these patches marinate a little bit, meaning they'll let them go for maybe a couple weeks to make sure there's no major problems with it. But I guess it did pretty well in open beta. And maybe then they'll release maybe. So we may try to, after we get to Riverton, sorry, we're going to Riverton. Maybe if we get to Riverton, yeah, we'll try to swing kind of right back down through Colorado, back into New Mexico. Because that will take a couple days to get on down there, which means a couple weeks. But that suspension felt a little weird going over the bridge there. Yeah, so any of you that use the raise and lowering the suspension in the open beta and have some experience with it, is it worth really getting into? Does it let's see, does it make that much of a difference? I guess is what I'm looking for. Yeah, there were some things in the patch notes. I did a quick glance of the 1.44. Like, I guess we have a different field of view looking out the windscreen here. Windscreen/windshield. But I kind of like the way it is. So we're just going to leave it there. But, sometimes I'm going to have to pull over here. I knew it. Yeah, sometimes, if you don't try the new stuff, how do you know if you like it or not? So... There was an interesting thing I saw there too, where I guess they have unmarked roads on the GPS now. And when you take them, that's when they finally get logged in. So when you look at a map, they actually won't be there. They won't actually show up until you actually take the roads, which I found kind of interesting. Hopefully there's no traffic coming so I can just get on out. Yep, looks like they cleared traffic for us. So the only thing to keep in mind, I did see one AI vehicle. I have not updated the Jazzy Cat AI traffic in a while. So if you see any kind of vehicles that are missing some textures, yeah, I probably need to go ahead and update that. I think it was one car I saw going through the town where the wheels did not render in correctly until like the last second. Think Wyoming. Well, I'm thinking about it because we're here. Muffin Mondays at Denny's. I do like muffins, but not at 1:30 in the morning, so maybe when I go to bed and wake up, I'll feel like having a muffin. And actually, I don't think I've ate at a Denny's in, I don't want to show my age here, a long time. Very, very, very long time. I'm not really a breakfast person. I think Denny's was pretty much known as a breakfast place when I was growing up, so not much of a breakfast person at all. I need to wake up and be up for like 3 or 4 hours before I decide to have anything. Will be interesting to see though the first time we fuel up. It's not going to change too much for us having the realistic fuel prices. Other than, yeah, we are going to pay more in diesel fuel, but it's not going to change it too much, but it does make it more realistic with pricing. At least I remembered it this time. Come on, ambulance, you want to go ahead and get past me, please? So I can get back over where I belong. Kind of glad though that the engine sound for the 9900i that I'm using is compatible with patch 1.44. Now the one thing I didn't want to touch is the suspension at all, because there is also something about some of the modded rims and tires which I am using, but I don't know if they're on this truck or not. They're not compatible with raise and lower suspensions. So they actually did something kind of neat in the custom page. I guess you get a refund somehow with the rims and tires and such. Like I said, I briefly went over it, so I didn't really have to. I had to record this episode today, so I was like, yeah, I don't really have the time to look too much into it. How are we doing back there on the cargo? Cargo and trailer looking good. There's also something else I read quickly on, something about oh, it's my loan payment, okay. Something about sequential shifting, that it automatically sometimes will help you skip gears when shifting, and I was like, yep. So I was doing a little bit of reading on patch 1.44 if I get a moment over the weekend. As I'm going through this tunnel, I actually saw something today. I actually saw a truck. He was hauling a backhoe on the back of a trailer, and I think it was a Volvo. I'm pretty sure it was a Volvo excavator backhoe, and yeah, he was going underneath the bridge, and when he came up to the other side, the arm of the backhoe clipped the top of the bridge going through. made a nice sound underneath the bridge because I was going in the opposite direction. But it was kind of like this right here, where there was a median inside between the two lanes. So I wasn't anywhere close to them. But I heard it, and I saw the sparks. I was like, oh, that's what that was. What's going on here? Okay. How many lanes are actually closed here? Well, if no one wants to be the first to go out, I will. Alright, so... Okay, we're going to try to do this the correct way. I'm going to block traffic here, so hang on a second here. Can I cheese this by just going... Alright, we'll just do it that way, hopefully. I thought about, can I just go off the off-ramp and go back on? But I'm pretty sure they're going to have a vehicle blocking off there. So we're going to try to do it the correct way. Luckily for us, this is one of those where I got to go hundreds of miles around. Although I do see cars going on the on-ramp. Alright, I will go, because I already got my marker down, so we'll just go this way. It's not that big of a deal. Misshifted there. Hello, Rock Springs, Wyoming. We haven't been on this part of the road. Just in case I forget to take a screenshot, because we know I will. At least I'll have something. Yeah, so I haven't seen any of my drivers complete anything or head back to their home garage, anything like that. I mean, we did make a little bit of money when I slept overnight. I'm going to stop back here because I really don't know if I got enough room for myself, and I want to be on the railroad tracks. I don't know if these are active tracks or not. And don't you dare activate once I start rolling through, because it's going to take me a sec, because I'm not up to speed. It's going to take me a moment to get through as well. Probably should put my directional light on, so at least the traffic behind me knows that I want to turn up here left. Hey, we got a driver that completed a load. Oh, that's a quick light. Very quick light. Is my butt. Yeah, we're out of the railroad tracks, but my butt is still in the other lane over there. I also did see in patch 1.44 is the new Cascadia. The 2022 Cascadia is now in the game. Might be a while before we get into one of those. I just want to get through town and get rid of all these the stoplights, so we can get going. It's not too bad when your load is not, not that heavy, and you can kind of get up to the gears. But if you got to keep stopping and shifting this much, but it's part of trucking. It's what you got to do. I'm wondering though, with the realistic diesel prices now, when I pull into a station, is the price going to be correct? So you can see the pricing on the billboards. I wonder if that coincides with the real prices that we'll be paying. Hopefully I can remember to check on that when we stop to fill up. I keep thinking we're going to Rawlins and it's Riverton. Under 22 miles to go, so not too far out. Get nervous every time when I got a long load like this. I'm going underneath the bars that close down for railroad tracks, because when it happens to you once, I always think about that. When and it has happened to me once. I was just blowing through on a road kind of like this, and just, you know, you're doing 60 miles an hour in a truck. And this happened, the timing was just right. You didn't hear the train coming at all. They just came down. And I tried stopping. And I made it halfway through. So it probably would have been better if I just kept the throttle down and went on through. But the bars came down. It wasn't the train that flew me everywhere. It was the collision with the, when the bar came down. It actually came down between my truck and the trailer. And I've never seen a truck go so high in the sky before. Damaged everything. Truck 100%, trailer, cargo, everything 100%. Thank you for autosaves, and went back to a previous save about 15 minutes before that. And you can guarantee when I roll up to that railroad track, I was I was going kind of slow. Oh, too low of a gear. Way too low of a gear. Pretty sure my engine didn't like that at all. Yeah, so not many loads getting done today. But it's not like we got an extremely huge fleet. We got, what, 16 drivers? I think it is. Somewhere in that range. Looks like we're going to be getting there somewhere around 3 o'clock, which means I'll have about 2 hours left on my watch. So we'll have to see what there is around there to figure out what we want to do. Kind of thought about stopping there for a second, the scenic view, but since we got the long trailer and everything, oh, I'm going to try to gain enough speed. Look at the hill we got coming up. So, oh, we're doing 85. Okay, we didn't lose hardly that much speed going up that hill. That looked like a bigger hill than anything. I'm not too sure. Or this 9900i, sure can travel up a hill. Now see, before I saw the sign for muffins, now I see a sign for Domino's Pizza at 1:30 in the morning. That does sound pretty darn good. Oops. Wrong gear. So this should be one of those loads when we get to Riverton at John Deere. Should just be a basic drop-off point. Oh, they expect a delivery very soon, huh? Am I running that late, or what? Luckily, we're only 3 miles out, but I don't see it blinking on the GPS yet. And, of course, the music kicks in. want to kind of see roughly what time were they expecting this. Yeah, so I got another 2 hours to get it there, so that's not that big of a deal. Didn't realize we're in that much of a time crunch. They don't need to worry. They'll be there shortly. You think with this day and age, with GPSs and all that, they can kind of see where their cargo is. Or I would be texting them saying, yeah, I'll be there. Everything's fine. But since I'm driving and Cindy's not over there to text for me, I guess they maybe not know. Well, I see the John Deere's logo sign out here. Yep, straight ahead's where we're going with it. Should have no problem lining this one up. Alright, park and brake, turn off the engine, decouple. And bingo bango, apparently I completed some kind of achievement on Steam. Part of it anyways. Let's see, we're almost halfway to level 28. Alright, so everything is looking fine here. Let's go ahead and see what's on the job market. See if we can find something heading southbound. Well, I'm pretty sure that's going to need to be there today. And we just took a big load somewhere. So, no, we're not gonna be doing any of that. Let's see, what else do we have here? Expected Friday. Expected Friday, 4:47 p.m. to Wednesday, 2:16. That's a big gap. Oh, but this is special. This could be a special transport, so that's going to kill 2 hours, right, to load up. Yeah, we don't want to do anything like that. No. There's Twin Falls. I guess I could eventually go to Twin Falls if we don't find nothing. There's Utah. Anything Colorado-ish. Well, there's Dallas, Texas. Well, you know what? Since there's nothing on here, or I could just call it a night and park somewhere and see if there's better loads for next episode. Twin Falls is here, right? What was Twin Falls? I just saw it somewhere. What was that? Reading. Twin Falls, a wheel loader. Let's see. What day is it? It's actually Friday in game. They need it by basically the end of my shift tomorrow. I mean, that's something I could do. I think we're just going to go ahead and park up somewhere and call it a day. I'd rather just start kind of head back down here again. Let's see, it says it's going to be like 1 day, 2 days to get back down to New Mexico. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I don't want to start getting back over there. I want to head back down towards the Texas area again. And maybe possibly get ready for Texas. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. We got a nice little station down here. So let's go fuel up. See how much the diesel prices are doing in Riverton, Wyoming. That is still behind me. Okay. Yeah, let's take out the parking brake. That'd be good. Someone's blocking the entrance. Let's go see what the fuel prices are here. Three miles down the road. Yeah, probably just better off sleeping here just because time I went anywhere, unless I was taking some from John Deere, you know, it could take me like 20 minutes to get wherever I am. So it'd only leave me like an hour and a half. And time I found a rest area, I might not even be able to go anywhere for an hour and a half. And then I'm killing a lot of time for me to get cargo somewhere. Kind of weird that we're all sitting here at a stoplight, all other three parts of the intersection, not a car one. I am feeling like when I go over, there's manholes on this road here, I can really feel it more in the suspension than I'm used to feeling it. I don't know if I gotta activate the suspension in game options or is it disactivated right away. Have no idea. Like I said, I'll have to look into it just a little bit, hopefully before next episode if I get a chance. Alright, so what I want to check here when we pull into the fuel station is the fuel price marked outside going to be the same as what is at the pump? Not like I ever really checked before, but now I'm kind of curious. So diesel says it's 503? Yeah, 503. And it's 521. So we might be paying like $100, $200 more now for fuel when we stop. And where is the rest area? Kind of like right in front of us. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to park underneath the light post. I don't want birds crapping on my truck all night. And this is where I'm calling a night. Going to sleep in the back. I wonder if the lights will keep me on at the pole. Actually, I don't have any curtains on the windows. Add the back seat. Oh, there's curtains. Actually, I just noticed there's curtains. Yeah, there's I can't turn my head enough that way. Can I turn my head? Like, nope, can't do that. Nope. But there is curtains that slide to cover the bed a little bit. So, yeah, be just fine. Got a bowl of chips still back there. I haven't touched in a while. But there we are. We are in Riverton, Wyoming. I'm going to try to head southbound next time. Head down through Colorado, back down through New Mexico. Yeah, we got the, like I said, I'll put the link in the description below for the realistic diesel prices that I'm using. It looks like he's updating, he or she is updating it often enough. I would say like every couple weeks, maybe every month or so, keeping up with real diesel prices per state. And like I said, from looking at it, they pretty much listed all the lower 48 states on the list from what I saw very quickly. So if you're running the coast-to-coast map, prices will change accordingly. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with realistic economy and diesel prices. But until then, Wait, where's my horn? Have a good one.